Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Wolfenstein The New Order. It's been a couple days and we're still having that glitch, so as soon as I resume here, we're gonna get this, cut these
my heart is breaking.
stories.
Friends I've known my whole life have all become Nazis. Mother and father are not happy about it, but they comply rather than resist. I feign my smile and act cheerful, but I have started to resent my own parents. I am 33 years old.
So I guess we could listen to this.
All alone in the world.
We might as well look at the perk system and just see kind of what, if anything, we can try to get done while we're also waiting for this. We need one more Enigma code to collect, and we might get that, and one more piece of gold, 2 pieces of concept art, 2 pieces of things, and let's see, we're gonna leave this area, and I thought this big round area, ooh, look at that load. I imagine that's because it's been a couple of days of just sitting there. And we really haven't had that problem before, so I don't think that's really too much to complain about yet. It seems like we're probably going to end up in a boss fight. Where am I with my guns? But also, like, I suppose, in theory, this is what you would want to do. Take this slow, take this quiet. That doesn't look like that should be there.
Are being manufactured. From what we know, there should be a point of entry to the war room from that area.
That does not look like that's supposed to be there. Alright, we're going in here. In decontamination block D7. And looks like there might be an enemy that we're gonna run into here. Like a uber human type super soldier. They did say they were working on their super soldier program. More cameras that don't seem to do anything. Clearly the person that's in charge of looking at these cameras is slacking off. As that is the only thing you can even begin to assume. Let's see, as far as recharging, I think I'm maxed out. And I imagine I'm just gonna go in the main area. Project Venus. What's that one say? I can't read it. It's L2. Registration and decontamination, maybe. There's these big spheres that a little too reflective there. That's cartoonishly reflective instead of realistic animation. Wow, this game really does point to like how even in 2014, only 3 years ago, games still kind of missed something in the graphics area if they're not careful. Now this is also was made by Bethesda Works, which tells me probably then it's not made on something like Unreal Engine, something that would have more usage by more developers, thus things like this ridiculous reflections would animate better. Oh, so I can't even get in here. So this is just kind of a tease. A tease for now, so I'll leave the maxed out armor. I won't overcharge my health. And we'll just move on to the next section. I don't know how much of the area though will go back. Maybe to the circular section, and that's it. Like, we are here, and I don't feel like this is gonna explode, or maybe. What's funny is I probably could do a long jump, but I think the roof has been designed specifically to stop myself from doing that. Wolf cigarettes. A little reference to Wolfenstein, I suppose.
Find those nuclear decryption keys. Get off this space rock.
A lot of these are now disconnected from the wall. Seems like there's something to pick up over there, but that doesn't mean we're perfectly safe. Immediately just top that off. And probably didn't even need to do that much. Still, I suppose, trying to kill people by throwing knives at them. I threw another knife. I don't know where it went. Here it is. Here we've got some Nazi war room. And then I guess the question would be, do we go immediately and activate this and get the nuclear detonation keys, or do we go check out the rest of the room? I think it makes all the sense in the world to check out the rest of the room. Now, I think I could probably make a decent argument that a couple of decades of Nazi rule would probably evolve the swastika and their symbols. They so quickly adopted symbols of power to their... Really, am I just gonna leave through that? That I wouldn't be surprised if in the longer run, if they had been in power for longer, they would have just kept on evolving, gotten more complicated, added more and more elements to it. Would have been cool if I could make the jump all the way into the center. So there's this. And see, this is way too quiet. Like, clearly this is going to set off all kinds of alarms. And these computers look older than dirt for 1960 even. But, well, I guess maybe they're right along the time of...
Klaus is in London. He will bring you back to Berlin once you land.
Yeah, so much for... I need to dual wield if I'm gonna wield because of the way that works. So now where are we? We are here, and I suppose we're just slowly going to...
May 6th, 1957. I should keep fighting, but who's there to fight? Everyone is a Nazi now, or at least they pretend to be. I can no longer tell the difference.
I guess that would be the consistent issue there is no longer are you just fighting specific people, you're fighting an ideology, a way of thinking that has been accepted and is becoming prevalent throughout all of your society, if not most of the world. So, I don't even know where I am. I'm just... I imagine the game does not want me to jump down there. Something certainly seems lacking here. And this is an element that I've started to notice. Like one element of this game is, it seems like neither one of those being stealth takedowns. That sucks. Because I was overpowered, and that would have been my last vampire perk. There's clearly some enemies in this game that were going to be developed and don't exist here. When you think about the little flying drones that we see on rare occasions, those show up in areas where I heavily suspect there would have been soldiers or some kind of human-like enemy that would have run up and attacked you, but they suffered, I think, and didn't program it very well, a pathfinding engine into these characters so badly that the characters just had to be removed. And more evidence to back up this theory would be the fact that there have been major sections in this game that are completely empty. Either it is the case there were supposed to be enemies there and there just aren't, or it's the case that I'm playing on easy, and because I'm playing on easy, they are removing a incredibly large amount of enemies, making it empty when it shouldn't be. Now, let's see, is there a way I could just jump over here and get down to that guy? Well, there goes my knife, so... And see, I don't know if the game is just trying to trick me here by making this so incredibly easy, or what? Because, like, maybe it is slow playing me into feeling really powerful, and then we're gonna fight the super soldiers. That would be it. Class Alpha security breach is what it's saying, apparently. I would have suspected heavily it was saying something about security level 5. But I guess that's just layman's, non-German speakers here. This really doesn't make any sense. Knives. Can I get my knives back? Thank you. I thought I was supposed to have a larger sheath of
August
knives
28th,
too.
1960. Death's Head's men are coming by the asylum every other week. They are taking people that have been in my care for years. I look the other way. I hate them. I hate myself for giving up. but I can't fight alone anymore. I watch the man with the scars. I whisper things to him. Sometimes I can see some part of him is awake. I wonder if he can see me. I will not let them take him. That was the last entry, William. Some of the things in this diary happened a long time ago. And some of them may have happened to me. I miss you. I missed you a long time before I met you.
And the audio is still playing right now. So yeah, as we kind of figured, the Ramona's diary was actually her diary, Anya's diary. Can I do something really crazy here? Here'll be an interesting test. Can this noise attract a guard? And now we have the vampire perk, which is health points are added up to the maximum health, but receive health for performing takedowns. Like, great effect. Way too late in the game for it to matter one bit. So I'm still trying to do stealth takedowns with thrown knives so I can get at least one of these things, one of these pathways fully filled out. Now it's saying something different, finally. I don't probably have enough Tesla grenades to make sense to try to throw one and get those perks. I keep getting the feeling that we're eventually going to line back up to where we're supposed to be and just like be in areas we've been before, but the game doesn't actually seem like it's doing that. Instead I'm taking this vehicle, and see, that might be the end of the level, which means, ooh, I almost missed it. There's one concept art apparently we missed. How could you miss a concept art? Interesting. Is there literally nothing here? This feels like I'm gonna escape and that's gonna be the end of the level and that's it. This can't be the case. And we've got music playing for a little bit. And he's singing along. Why would you fire on your own thing instead of just, oh, I don't know, blocking the passage? Or having your men ready to go. I don't have a suit, so it seems very crazy that we're still in the same level. Let's see. Darn it, there goes my guns. Trying to get those slides to work. And that certainly didn't help. I guess we are now potentially in a bad position if we are actually, like, how much further are we? Like, oh, we are just going back in the same place. It's only one way up here. Health and armor, not great. So I could certainly benefit from doing a silent takedown. If... And this doorway is blocked. Or locked. This game really screams like a completely different development before, that it was going to be fully multiplayer levels with no AI and no enemies at all. Wonder how much health I would actually even receive for stealth takedown. Well, that actually didn't turn out too good, but too bad either. Like, I'd say that was about 50-50. So it's like a 50-50. I'm trying to, come on. Let me actually hit somebody instead of wasting bullets. How about we just can't, I don't even have any grenades, do I? Just fire some regular bullets. Take our knife. Can't pick up the knife. Interesting. We'll take some armor. Certainly benefit from that. We'll take some health. We'll take some bullets. We'll take another knife that's been there for a while. This, by the way, was reset also. I imagine collectibles would still be the same, so going down this way and doing a weld doesn't do anything. It's almost like I could put on the same uniform I had before and walk right out of the place. Take the ship and land it. But I imagine that's not the plan. Overcharge that. Grab some more armor. 100 armor. Both of these. Couple grenades. You can go in through either door. you want. And if you're on the ball, this gun has really started to prove itself more about. There's a problem though. Like, for the activity I just did, that really wasn't worth it. That's one guy. And so no longer do I really need to waste my time. There's not even gonna be that much more here, is there? We charge up our bullets on this gun, then we press the same thing to charge up this gun. Switch back to this, which I could have just hit Y for. All of these little doors that are probably just monster closets, or if they're even that, they may actually just be, hey, there for flavor text. So unless the story wants to go crazy and blow up our ship right now, and then we have to run all the way back and jump from the moon or something crazy, which would be silly. Concept art of hangar bay. Interesting. I got +2 armor. So he's calling me a terrorist. And I hear noise, but I don't see anything yet. Throw that, and then we'll do this. And, like, am I supposed to just be in here? Like, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, exit level. That's exactly what I did. So I walked in here, all these platforms closed on us. There's nothing here. So the game was pretending like we were gonna fight some super soldiers or some kind of enemy, and I know I'm playing this on easy, but boy does that feel easy. Is it because I have all these perks or what?
Kommandozentrale London Nautica. Transporter Nummer 4. Meine Ladung wurde vernichtet. Ich wurde von einem verdammten Terroristen angegriffen und bin gerade mit dem Leben davon gekommen.
Verstanden, Transporter 4. Vollständige Einsatznachbesprechung nach Ihrer Antwort.
That was stupid. That was stupid.
Things I've seen in this life.
Should have left him alive for a while, at least.
This is your buddy boy Klaus Kreuz and the car heading towards the London Nautica. Roger. Find your way down to the parking lot and I will pick you home. Roger.
I've seen 1,000 battles.
The London Nautica is opening fire. I think they are shooting at you.
I've seen the sun set on 5 different continents.
Yeah, they wouldn't have even shot at him if you had just left the guy alive for a little bit longer. But then you needed this cool crash scene, apparently.
But all I want is to see you again. Daylight. Cold air. Still alive, it seems.
Alright, we are doomed. Am I hitting anything, or am I just like? I think I just totally killed myself. So whereas most of the game has had BJ Blazkowicz just been ordered or put into places, this is an instance of... Do I have an assault gun we can use? Good. We're still trying to kill from cover a lot of the assault people. And these guys in the white uniforms are supposedly from... I don't think I'm really behind cover, but whatever. I don't have any Tesla bullets to... Tesla grenades to shoot. I ran out of bullets and the game immediately switched to rockets. Interesting. So we're in level 14. This doesn't seem like it's going to be incredibly long. Come on. I'm noticing that if you miss with these rockets...
Operational and, oh god, they're trying to get through the door. Caroline, this way. Oh no, that's a death hit elite unit. Captain, just come back to Berlin as fast as you can. Hurry.
Hold on. I'm coming home.
So everybody is probably getting murdered as we speak. How are we on the map? We don't know where we are, I guess. Fair enough. Let's see, before we overcharge our health, let's get as much armor, pick up some knives. Some stealth throwing knives might still be very helpful. Reading is forbidden or forbidden. Interesting. Maybe it's forbidden in the sense that reading at the bar is forbidden. Nothing there. I thought that might be a new style of thing we could weld open. So this previous level really had 0 assault rifles. They didn't want you playing with the assault rifle, almost clearly because they wanted you playing with the new laser guns. As one of 5 Enigma pieces right at the beginning of this level, which again reinforces it. What is the camera doing? Like, they kind of needed the game to tell you, say something along the lines of, we've hacked their security systems, so a blind spot into them, or as long as you're wearing this device, you won't be spotted. Anything at all that would really explain any of that. I'm picking up a decent number of knives, which implies to me something. There's going to be a lot of stealth takedown options. This is just a monster closet. But I'm also kind of the opinion that with all this armor we just have seen, this could easily be a very heavily influenced run and gun area. It's kind of a half and half mixed. Let's see. We'll see what we can do. The building is on high alert, and we've got 2 different ways I think we can lower ourselves. One or the other. Interesting. For a second there, it seemed like you couldn't do both. Not that doing both is really going to help us. The game desperately needed more of this. And we are in London, not Berlin. The game's not really made it clear to me where Death's Head base is, or why it wasn't on the moon if the moon was supposed to be where they're doing all of their research. That doesn't fully make sense either. I suppose the good news is the trailer for the next game in this series, well, I guess not the next game in this series, that would be the wrong way to describe it. The trailer for the 3rd game in this series, because Wolfenstein the Old Blood was a prequel, but the next game that came out seems like it's going to emphasize more story. I think that's the right move. Honestly. Let's see if I shot this. I don't know what I'm doing. Map is updated. No guns allowed. Okay. It's really questionable why there would be no guns allowed, though. See, if I shot the other way, I feel like I would just have a really stupid way to die. NC. Alright. No guns allowed, but yet there are guns. This clearly seems like something that would have eventually hurt me, or I could have shot or something. But it just isn't there. And that's really where, if this was made in Unreal, I think it would have been a lot easier to implement elements that they probably wanted to implement and just aren't here. Alright. One more. Seems like that's the only guy coming. Nope. Thank you, game, for giving me more to deal with. I guess I have to be kind of cautious about my bullet usage. Sort of. Here we've got more of this flat animation. Just like clearly that looks like it was temporary art, not something that was intended to be in the game. Here's like what a British Air Force person would look like, and then a British general. So it's like records are being deleted and hidden. I don't really need to overcharge, and now I'm at the maximum number of knives, which I feel like I'm still low on. Too many knives, but not enough. Not enough if you were going to truly try to play this game completely stealth-wise, which just isn't Wolfenstein 3D. It just isn't. It may be Wolfenstein: The New Order, but it's not Wolfenstein 3D. And we're looking a lot of paperwork. There's another Enigma code, but I don't have them all. Here's Project Venus and Hephaestus, I imagine, is part of Project Venus.
Dia 4. Ein weiteres Drohnengeschwader wird auf dem Planeten nach Anzeichen für Leben suchen und dabei sogar bakterielle Aktivitäten wahrnehmen. Nächstes Dia. Dia 5. Der Wohnballon wird mit den gewonnenen Bodenschätzen in eine schwebende Stadt verwandelt.
They're trying to build a new planet, basically, and I can play these. Atmospheric transformation. Harvested minerals from Venus. These modules transfer over the span of decades into a warm, habitable. So, like, they're trying to push this game even further into the crazy. And so I've gone full circle. And Project Venus. Mysterious sister planet, primed for colonization. First phase is to build an aerostat habitat floating above the Venetian clouds. This is a plan that they did have in NASA, but they gave up. It wasn't really worth it. Automated droves to harvest minerals. So I think at this point we've seen everything. And maybe you got an achievement for this. It's hard to really care about Wolfenstein: The New Order when they're dangerously close to just spitting in the face of its history. Like, Wolfenstein 3D isn't just a game. It's the first 3D game. 3D first-person shooter game, as far as I know. It's the first well-known, at the very least. And to just say where you can't even make a game that stays in line with that crazy story, so we have to come up with an even crazier story, is silly. I have no idea what. Feels like there would have been a platform a way of getting up a platform here, but I don't see it. Moving on, I guess. But it's more of a problem that the gameplay is not here. There's not an actual game in this. You've gone from Wolfenstein 3D, where it was so difficult and nearly impossible to even beat the first few levels, to a game that is kind of difficult on it's more difficult on normal than it probably should be, but on easy it's then too easy, and the story is short and abrupt and a little weird. I wouldn't inherently have a problem with them going to the moon, but I would have saved that for later. I wouldn't inherently have a problem with them having mysticism with hidden technology that people didn't know about, but having both of those things and alternate timelines and just everything added together is this overwhelming feeling. Let's see. And I have no idea what I'm supposed to do. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna shoot these three and then jump over here and then see if I can hit this one. Come on. Oh, you're no fun, game. No fun at all. That's almost just for achievement seeking purposes that I did that, just in case there is some achievement. Shoot all the elevators you can down, which honestly I don't think the achievements are laid out this way. They're pretty standard fare. They're not gonna be the one thing that convinces me to play. We're back to all of our weapons, by the way. It's just not going to convince me to play this game twice, which clearly it wants you to play the game twice. Darn it, darn it, darn it, darn it. Take out the helicopter. These iron sights are not exactly where I'd like them to be, honestly. Seems like let's switch to the rocket launcher. No, we're not ready to switch to the rocket launcher, not quite yet. Did that kill that guy? See, I don't know if I'm supposed to shoot. I don't think I have any. Like I'm almost out of bullets, so I think that may very well have done it. And how are we on collectibles? There's still a decent amount here, which probably doesn't mean we're quite done yet. Get that health up. We're maxed out on the electric things, we're maxed out on knives. Where was that armor? It's just sitting there. I can't even see what that was. Seems like people are shooting at you. Let's try this. Helicopter taken out. And see, that should have been a fully powered LKW, completely depleted with one long pull of the trigger. And yet that's not what happened. Another Enigma piece of the code. Some AR marksman bullets. This path doesn't strike me as the correct path. There's some more armor. Seems like I could probably... Can I hit this guy? No, I think I'll probably just meander. I'll probably just go this route. I don't know. I don't know about this. Is this the right way, or is this just a collectible? Because this feels like I could probably long jump that. I guess I can't. So unless I missed something, this isn't the right direction. This might be the exit back, into which we go in circles. Let's see. Are we hidden? Not really. We'll come this way and... Come on, guy. Where is he? Is anybody else coming? Anybody else? I will applaud that these characters are vocal enough that it's relatively decent to know whether the area is empty or not. However, maybe just if the background music had a nice little flourish at the end so that you knew you've cleared out an area. You had 100% confidence that'd be appreciated. Where'd the guy go? I know he's out there. See, I just don't know exactly how much of this to do. So I just got some kind of upgrade. I don't know what that is. And the game did not tell me. If I get an upgrade and it doesn't tell me about it, I then have to kind of wonder if maybe it was a redundant upgrade that I already had picked up. But then why would it show me a cutscene? I mean, even if it had said something as simple as damage increase. This laser gun in particular is a little crazy, since it's kind of your default weapon. 5 of 5. So did I really get them all? Because the game tells me 4 of 5, as if I missed one. Shrapnel shells. See, and that feels like that's the end. Which makes me wonder is what's down here. I can see more things down that way, but I don't have any clear shots to any enemies. Interesting. Can I get back up here? That's a good question. Oh, and this is just another dark closet. And see, this is the problem with brightness in video games inherently, is even if I did realize pretty early in the gameplay that I should have turned up the brightness, I would have already missed some of it. And frankly, I'm just too stubborn of a player, and I don't find that atypical in players. I'm a little too stubborn to go into the options and adjust the brightness just because a dark area is too dark. Even if an area is pitch black. Trying to make sure that I'm actually hidden here, but I really am not. And see, that's probably a waste of time. and bullets to have taken out that guy with that weapon. We could have used the laser weapon. I guess that's the entire game in a nutshell, isn't it, though? Could have used the laser weapon. Could have made this quicker. I suppose if I was making a new Wolfenstein game, that is exactly what I would do. Is I would have you start with a knife and a pistol at the beginning, and then in an attempt to modernize a very old game, I would give you a laser weapon very quickly and have that be your easy playthrough, your easy weapon to use. That way, if people want to be purist and don't want to use the laser weapon, fine. They maybe even make an option where you disable it. And if you are a normal player that just wants to get through the game, you then have something that's constantly recharging. I would get rid of the wall recharging element because frankly, even for 2014, that's a pretty old-fashioned, not very fun element in the game. There's Enigma code 5 of 6. Or whatever. There's 2 pieces of gold we still haven't found. Let's see. Another very dark room that feels like there was stairs intended. Also, let's not forget that I haven't seen a secret passage really in this game since the first level. Like, really, was there? There was secret passages in the castle in the first level, which was kind of like Castle Wolfenstein, a little bit, and then nothing. No, we did find another secret passage, I think, around the 4th level, but very, very little since then. And so I kind of feel like there probably is one here. There's like one character. We're gonna find no records. This whole records thing is ridiculous. There's only 3 records, I bet, in the whole game. If you've even... Well, there are 3 that we found so far. So, at best, there's 5 records in the whole game. There's no armored upgrades here. So, maybe in the Fergus timeline, records are more important. And there's no recordings here. So, we're gonna run into a boss and maybe find some gold. And that's kind of it. 12 stealth kills from throwing knives, unlikely to happen. Kills from an assault rifle while using cover, I'd need 20 more of those, so maybe we can pull that off. There's a lot of noise playing in the background of this game too. Killing anybody while sprint sliding has not happened once. And 5 kills in 10 seconds with a detached chart gun. I think you'd have to play on a more difficult setting to do that. Empty a fully powered LKW without missing. Apparently, either the LKW is not fully powered, or I just don't know what they mean by that. And all that would do is unlock the ability to raise armor for quick consecutive kills. So wow, the game would be even easier. And then after that, you could increase the battery life for all energy weapons, which is a major improvement. Dual wield kills, 5 more of those, and then that will increase the chance of dual wield dismemberment, which, what does that even really accomplish? Kill a commander with a grenade still hasn't happened. I don't think we'll be running into any commanders, honestly. Let's see. And then because we haven't killed a commander with the grenade, then all the other these 2 perks can't be done. Indirect kills by dropped enemy grenades didn't happen. And grenade kills or rocket kills, 13 more. If I focus just on this and this and maybe this, I can get those done before the end of the game. Maybe. Maybe. But we are quickly running towards the end here. That's it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.